Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, May 15th, 2014, and U.S. stock market is closed. Took a dump today. Dow Jones fell 167 points. At one time, it was down over 200 points. Big down day. And you know something? I'm actually happy. I wanted this market to go down. It was just too toppy, and we really needed some serious selling to come in. And what I really like about it, very serious selling came into this market today, and we actually improved our positions financially. We had $5,000 and over $5,000 in losing trades coming into today from yesterday, and even with that market falling, we managed to get out with a little bit better than a break-even day. And I'll tell you how that broke down. We had the negative $5,000 actually went to negative $9,000 in terms of what we closed out. But we had a couple unbelievable reversal of losing positions from yesterday that went to big winners, and we're holding those. So we got, $9,000 closed out, but we're carrying over $10,000 in winning trades on only 2 positions. But what I really liked about today was we had this market just falling out of bed. We managed to make some money, albeit just a little bit of money, but we weren't buying this falling market. And that's one of the key things about the system of mine. I'd say this all the time. People wonder, well, how can you make money when you're only buying and never going short? But the reason we can make money doing that is because the market goes up and down, and I say we do a lot more buying when it goes up than when it goes down. But yesterday, I was just sick about yesterday because we had a falling market yesterday, and we were buying stuff. We ended up with 9 positions, and all but 2 of those just went to hell. But hey, I guess that happens, but it didn't happen today. We didn't buy a single new position today. We're absolutely clean. We're carrying only 2 positions, and that is because they went up very strongly today, and we'll hold them to tomorrow. So it looks real good. Let's take a look at the chart.
Okay. Hey, and I just don't want to forget, I want to remind you again that I'm going to be in the hospital next week, and I won't be doing any videos, and I might be able to put some things up on the website, but I can't even guarantee that. So I'm just going to be off a week. Nothing I can do about it. You're looking, of course, at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today, and I'm very pleased with this. I really am. Yesterday, of course, we had a very powerful downside move, but today it actually accelerated. And I want you to notice that it came down here and bounced right off that second red line. Of course, I wouldn't have minded if it had gone through that, but it did not go through it. It bounced a little. I have no idea what it'll do tomorrow. I suspect, though, that it might go up, but we'll just have to see. But if it goes down hard, hey, I'd like to see that. I really want to see this market tumble so it can get enough buying power back into it. We can start making some decent money again. Anyway, we had the reason why we turned things around from yesterday. I was so upset yesterday because the day before we had this really great day. Of course, at one time we were up to $59,000 in open trade equity, and then yesterday we just jump in there and start buying this falling market, and I think 6 out of 9 positions were losers, and we got stopped out of all those things. But this is why this wasn't a bad day today. The first market that really paid off for us was Clovis Oncology, and by the way, it's fitting that Clovis Clovis Oncology did that, because it's been an absolute terrible market for us. But it really paid off in spades today. We had bought this yesterday, and it had gone up, and then it just failed. Like all these other trades I've been bitching about, it fails, and we were holding, I think, a couple $1,000s negative in Clovis Oncology on the close yesterday, and you know, it closes pretty close to its low, so I had no hopes for this market at all. Look what happens today. This thing just explodes to the top side, and of course it makes its high the first 15 minutes a day, and then it starts fading again. I said, oh well, here we go again. It's going to fill the gap, but didn't fill the gap. Got some strength back here, came back up, and although it didn't take out its high, it got pretty darn close to its high, and we are holding nearly $6,000 in open trade equity in Clovis Oncology. So this was just a great market for us, and that's one of the reasons I'm feeling very good about today. And I'll show you one other great market today, and this is in Bishop. And Bishop we got into yesterday, and it was a little bit profitable, and then it goes against us, as I would expect. So it was another one of those negative trades that we were closing on the day yesterday. And then look at this bar here. Right, the first 15-minute bar, this thing went negative, and then it takes off all in the first 15 minutes. Now, it was unfortunate that it did take off, because we would have been stopped out in this market and had not gotten out of the cellar. And it's really good that it did, because then it kind of waffled around a little bit. It ended up taking out its earlier high, and closing almost exactly on its high, and we are holding nearly $5,000 in open trade equity in Bishop. So even though we only have 2 trades going into tomorrow, hey, they're really beauties. So I am very optimistic, and I'm glad to see the Dow falling, because we need this to energize the market again. So that's the way it was on Thursday. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you all tomorrow on Friday.